Perfection! There's 8 cards left in the deck, where are you? I mean, too, that's a really good move. That's a really good move, because obviously... Hello, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel again with another deck for you today. This time we are going down a Perfection deck, and actually the clips that you're going to be seeing on like the games of this was actually taken from a stream that I recently did. It was actually today, but I don't know when this video is going to be posted, so it might be like from yesterday. But honestly, it's an amazing Perfection deck. It's pairing it with Shadow Isles. Let's get into this. So the deck is called Pet Cemetery. I have said multiple times, like obviously, Perfection decks, I do enjoy them massively. Obviously, they work very good in Targon because they work very well with the Invoke mechanic. They work in... what was I going to say? There's other places that it works really well, but I wanted to do it in Shadow Isles, so I kind of wanted to experiment in a different way with Perfection, because admittedly, this region has one of the most perfect for Perfection mechanics, which obviously is Fading Memories. So Fading Memories costs 0, and it creates an ephemeral copy, bearing in mind that Perfection, the catastrophe, that's not the right one. The catastrophe actually costs 1. So therefore, if you can get Perfection on the board and then use the Fading Memories to make multiple copies of it, because obviously it's always been fun to make multiple copies of Perfection. Other ways of doing so was kind of like Ionian, Dusk and Dawn, which I also had a bit of fun with. But the thing of it is that all it takes is somebody to silence, because there's Purify, there's Hushes, there's different things like that. All it takes is for somebody to silence the first one for copies not to be as impactful. And so therefore this one, it doesn't matter if they silence the first one or Frostbites as well. Frostbite's another one. It doesn't matter if they do that to this one, because it makes a completely different one in your hand that you then play again. And so they need to have multiple different ways of being able to stop it. And that's what I like about this version of this. So as I said, let's just very quickly go through. You've basically got your Hapless in there so that you've got defense, so that you can put that down early and keep yourself alive and whatnot. You've got Jerry Rig. I've got so many comments coming in apparently. You've got Jerry Rig that you can work with Rummage so that you can get some draw. I do love Rummage. Everyone who always sees any of my deck, you all in terms of P and Z, I love throwing Jerry and I love throwing Rummage in. Fantastic draw mechanic, as well as the fact that obviously that is a fantastic blocker if need be, if you need to play it. Warden's Prey, because when he dies, he creates another minion in hand, which means that you get to play that, so you get value off of that in terms of the fact that he dies, you then get another thing to play in hand, but as well as that, it's also counting towards Perfection. Yet again, Urchin for a little bit of draw as well, a different card. Pickpocket, really good early game aggression. That free damage, they have to do something about it. There's a lot of different decks out there that I've come across that have actually not had something early to be able to deal with him, and so actually him being able to hit in and forcing people to actually have to do something about it is actually very nice, because otherwise you are just going to get a spell, and whatever spell he gets is potentially another card that you can play with Perfection. So this one, because you get a mushroom off of it, so it's just a little bit more cards, as well as the fact it's a little meat to put in there. Curse Keeper I put in here because I have a few glimpses, so glimpse can work off of that, but there is also different things where you could potentially even use your Unspeakable Horror on him, or your own Vile Feast. It depends on what you want to do. It depends on what your opponent's playing and what they've got. If you want to deny like an Ezreal target, if you want to deny Tom Kench from eating, there's different ways of doing that. So there's different ways you want to kill him to then get the bigger minion out of him. Glimpse obviously for draw. Trail of Evidence just because it's such a good card, especially considering the fact that when you have Heimer on the board, it creates a 2-cost bot, as well as the fact that it's creating something random for 0, and if that's a spell and you played that, then you get a 0-cost bot as well. Unspeakable Horror, as I said, it can drain, kill something, and create another Nightfall card in hand for you then to play, which is yet again working towards Perfection. Vile Feast yet again is a defensive maneuver, so it can kill something on your opponent's side and it creates a spider, which is very helpful. Black Spear, really powerful removal tool now. The fact that it does 4 damage, that can kill a leveled up Ezreal if it needs to. It can kill unleveled Ezreal and leveled Ezreal. Obviously, it requires something dying on the board, but depending on how you're playing, like, you know, you should be able to hopefully proc this most of the time. Flash of Brilliance, because obviously that just works so well with Heimer. Unearned Passage, the one card that I was like, do I need this or don't I? Unearned Passage, believe it or not, has been quite funny, because I kind of want to have a deck that has Unearned Passage in, because it works so well against Feel the Rush. It also works against, like, so Remembrance, or For Honor. It also works really well against like Tom Kench. If he eats somebody from his own side of the field, then brings them back. You can remove them on that turn if you need to. I mean, there's loads of different things that Unearned Passage can actually do. But the thing of it is, it doesn't matter if you play this and can't do anything, because the lovely thing is that with Heimer, that's just something that you can play, and it's working. You can have get a fearsome bot on the board, like if you're in a useless matchup, you can play Heimer on the board, get a bot out of it, and also it's working towards perfection as you are using a different card. So actually, the reason I like it in this deck is that it actually has multiple uses other than its actual intended use, so that it can find different ways around. Gotcha, lovely removal tool, as well as Static for draw, works really well against aggro. Crumble as a removal tool, yet again you could use Crumble on Curse Keeper or whatever you create. Also, you can use it on bots as well, so the bots that Heimer's creating, you could potentially kill one of them just to do that. But you need to be careful about what you're up against, whether or not they've got target, like I said, like if you're against like an Ezreal deck, if they've got targety stuff, you want to make sure that you're putting it on something which is not going to be easily killable on their side of the field for them to put just like spells into kill. Heimer, obviously Perfection, because yes, this one, really great elusive tool as well. You get to 10 cards very quickly, so that elusive 5/5 is still a threat in itself, which is very nice. And so 2 of them, so you get a little bit of draw out of that, as well as a which at 5/5. Well, works really well again to heal yourself up, deal damage against what's his face, like aggro decks and whatnot. Obviously Rangers Resolve kind of gets scouts out of this, but it still does a nice little bit of job. Vengeance, Progress Day, and Ruination, yet again, just for clearing that board if you need be. You're stalling for perfection. The lovely thing about Flash of Brilliance is the Flash of Brilliance, because it's in this region, can give you Atrocity, so it can give you Atrocity, Vengeance, and Ruination, as like you can get multiple copies through Flash of Brilliance, which is very nice, because it's like a really good removal tool. Obviously it can give you the stuff that's in P&Z as well, so like not only do you, so you can get Harrowing, Ruination, give it all, Progress Day, Vengeance, like, you know, which is the unlicensed thing, True Shot Barrier. Like there's a lot of different things that it can give you in this region, which is actually okay if you want to either build a board or remove a board. So it's a very nice thing to have. And obviously, like, you know, Heimer, it's just for creating those things. So you're actually getting there really quickly to perfection, to 20, and then second you throw down perfection, Fading Memories, and boom. Fading Memories can also be used before this turn. It can be used if you need to copy something from your opponent's side of the field, or if you need to copy another one of your minions, like say you could copy a Curse Keeper to be able to activate it so that it's going to be at least defending next turn, like not the original one, but the one that you create that's ephemeral. So it does, that's why there's 3 of them. It does have a little bit of play with it. So it's a really good deck. And so what you're about to see is going to be some decks that came from my stream earlier on today. It was amazingly good stream. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Bear in mind, remember, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you want to come catch this action live, please feel free to pop over there. I do have a personal goal of trying to hit either 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or 1,000 followers on Twitch by the end of the year. Potentially both. We are nearly within like 50 on Twitch. We're basically up to 47 or something. Like we're 947. So we're basically nearly within 50 on there, and we're within I can't remember what we are on YouTube anymore. I think we're within 150. But literally, it's amazing the amount of support you guys have been showing. Like it's so good. If you're already doing so, thank you so much for the support. If you haven't already, if you enjoyed this weird man's content, why not hit that button so you can get more of it? But honestly, thank you. The support so far has been amazing, and literally, yes, it's I don't know what else to say other than you are helping make my dreams come true, and honestly, I can't thank you all so much. I just hope I can continue to give you fantastic content. There is also the Discord down below. You will see it down below, the link to the Discord if you want to join. We're making a lovely group of people who love Legends of Runeterra, love gaming, and just love having a great time in general. So if that sounds like fun to you, then why not hit that so you can watch it, so you can join that community, post decks in there, talk Runeterra, talk about anything in general, gaming in general. There's also a games night and a movie night in that Discord, so if you want to get on mic with Gomez, there is the opportunities for doing so on those evenings. But yes, anyway, let's see how this deck did on stream. But yeah, it's all good, Scourge, it's all good. Right, right. I'm actually going to keep this. I mean, we're against Zed. I'm actually going to get rid of Flash, keep the girls, keep the Glimpse. Well's quite nice, but also they've got significant late game on us. Yeti, so this is a Yeti. I don't mind. Yo, lads, how would you and Lanners? Hope all is well. Indeed, hope all is well. Right, so potentially I'm just gonna throw you out. Throw you out here. I mean, he definitely defends that. Potentially throw you out. Throw you out and throw a Glimpse immediately on top of that, so we can at least force some damage as going in. I don't mind that move. Give ourselves a little bit of draw, force some damage in. Potentially, I mean, if he's got denied, or notify. So that's one deny that we forced out, which admittedly, funnily enough, I'd rather force that deny out now than later when we throw Purrsuit out. So weirdly, even though that is still kind of bad for us, I don't mind that happening, weirdly enough, because if we can force the denies out early, I'm in Diamond 4. Wish you luck on the ladder. I got a shit ton of work to do before I can play. Sorry to hear that random, but hopefully see you again on the ladder at some point. Right, so if only I had more mana, we could use Unspeakable Horror and Static. I guess what we could do is go into this and then go into Unspeakable Horror, just so that we're forcing that health point down. I mean, that's going to be very nice potentially. We have to sadly sacrifice the pickpocket. We have to sacrifice the pickpocket, but I think it's for the greater good. I honestly don't mind doing that. So at least do that there. It's fine. Forcing that. So we got a Lunar Priestess out of it, which potentially we could find some fun out of that. We do have stacks, we do have whales. I could use either one of them now, but I feel like we go for so static. Actually, we're gonna go. If he's got deny, he just denies it, right? I'm gonna go for an attack first. Here's the plan. We go for an attack. He does nothing, but it then goes to his turn, so we see whether or not he spends any of his mana. There we go, so River Shaper comes out. So potentially static on both of these. There could be a deny. But I kind of don't mind doing that because I go into a Priestess. At least that's the plan. Oh, retreat! Okay. On the plus side though, said yeah, we can throw that out. So we can still defend, because obviously this is now reset. Come on, Priestess, give me something good. Obliterate. I mean, maybe the doggo was the better move. Because at least the doggo meant that we got draw out of it as well as that. So maybe actually doggo was the better move there. So throwing this in with a whale just so that we can stop this, so he doesn't get draw off of that. Obviously, it does mean that, like, you know, it would have been nicer to throw a Heimer down and get a 5-cost thing, but I prefer to stop spell draw, especially considering the fact that he's running a Karma in there as well. Of course. Such recall. Okay, so potentially save the mana. Go into... Yeah, so save the mana, go into a Heimer move, and hope that we get Flash. I mean, loads of Ruinations. Sorry, loads of Ruinations as well as the fact we've got that. We can't use Ruinate this move. Potentially... gonna throw Warden's Prey out first. Throw Warden's Prey out first, then throw Heimer. I guess. Oh, yeah, no, so throw Heimer out. Okay. Sounds weird putting Heimer onto this board knowing that we've got a Ruination move that we're probably working towards, but still. Throw that out.
Strike, we will return.
Okay, I mean, he must know that. So, is he assuming that we've got the Ruination move and that he's countering that? We could use Fading Memories just so that we can get a bot on the board, so we've got more things to be able to defend. Because technically, it's not going to cost us anything. I would love to obviously have it with my Perfection, but I'd rather. Do we want to copy one of these, or do we want to copy one of our guys? I guess I want to copy that because spells are important. So obviously, I don't want to play this turn, but it's the bot that I'm after. Have you tried an invoke? Oh yeah, no, massively. I've had an invoke deck for ages, which is Shining Dragon. But I wanted to try this in a different region. I do like the idea of running it with Shadow Isles. In all honesty, because the Fading Memories, as I said, works on Perfection to be able to like get multiple of those on the board very in a nice way. Obviously Invoke still works really well as well, but I like this kind of way because it's kind of as well. I don't know. I just like the idea of trying something different because obviously you can go with the tried and tested, but Gomez likes to go a bit rogue, if I'm going to be honest. So. Unspeakable Horror, and if Unspeakable Horror doesn't work, then we go for Falling Comet, right? So we already know that he's lost one deny. So throw that in front of there, throw you in front of here, throw you in front of here, and go for the Unspeakable Horror move. And then if that doesn't work because he throws a deny, then we throw down the Comet. So there we go. I mean, obviously we didn't get the Nightfall off of that. But I'd rather just make sure that Zed's dead here. Obviously, Karma's potentially going to be like more where our problem will lie, especially considering the fact that I'm assuming. Is this a Howling Abyss deck? This is a Howling Abyss deck. I would like to feel this is a Howling Abyss deck, but we shall see. We shall see.
Looks like I'm ready.
So. I could even comet, but I kind of want to leave the comets for his champs. So, go with you. Trial of Evidence as well. Yeah, again, maybe we just kind of want to. I mean, if I throw you out, then I throw you out next to Sonnet. I'm gonna do this for the stupid move. So that dies, and then we throw the River Shaper out, so we at least can draw a spell as well. Yeah, no, this is the most stupid. When you get a chance, can you send me a code for the Invoke deck? I would like to see it. Oh, yeah, no, I'd have to rebuild it. Because I built it. Actually, do I have? I mean, it might need some changes because obviously I made it ages ago and posted it on YouTube. So give me 1 second, and I'll quickly go and find the code in the video that I made ages ago. And then if I need to make changes to it right now, I'll do it and then I'll post it for you. Because yeah, I made it ages ago. So there's probably a few changes that can be done to it now. Okay, let's have a little look. Boop. Oh, kicking people back! Devastating. I mean, on the plus side, I could still technically play Heimer and then still go into an evidence move. So I could even go into a Fallen Comet if I really wanted to, but I feel like he's got so much recall and whatnot that doesn't really do much to him. I'm still gonna throw. I feel like we throw Heimer out and then we go into an evidence move. That is such a weird move. Like, for you thought you were removing my board. Well, you were wrong. So, in a weird way, we have rebuilt the board that you thought was lost. So we could technically throw you out so we can force this damage where we want it to go. So This has got to be one of the most weirdest... Actually, no, we don't Heimer forward. This has got to be one of the most weirdest... I always say this has got to be one of the most weirdest things. I've got to stop saying that. It's become my turn of phrase now. I need to stop that phrase. Perfection deck with Invoke. There we go. So let me just grab the code for that, and then I will quickly have a look at it and make changes. So yeah, we'll go with that. But anyway, thank you for asking for it, by the way, Shining Dragon TV. It's always nice when people ask for decks, so it's good times. Right, we got you covered. We got you covered. Right. I mean, so we could. I mean, he's got deny capability. He's got deny capability, but part of me's like, do we just go for? Because we could go with the Ruination move. We could go with a Crumble as well. I feel like we go with the Fallen Comet first. We're going Fallen Comet, but I feel like, because I mean, he's already used one deny. It's whether or not he's got another one in hand right now, which he could do, as I say. So let us see. We can still defend here. We can still defend the Swiftfoot. And I guess I kind of want to like avoid, like I want more things on the board before I go for a Ruination move here. So it's an Endure deck, right? So it's an Endure deck working off the fact that obviously Zed's things keep. I mean, it's not really going like massive Endure. Of course, of course. I knew that he had recall, so probably I should have gone with the Crumble move.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
Okay, so Zed's out. So what I can do is remove these two, get a little bit of draw as well as getting another bot on the board. Ooh, we've got the ability for another Jerry if we really wanted one. So there we go. We're going bot heavy right now, just because at least then we can defend ourselves in literally every single place. So go with that. Build the board. Build the board. Save the mana, because he's gonna play Endure again, right? I feel like he plays Endure again, and we go for Crumble, I think, this turn. So do we go with it? So we could go with Big Man. I guess Big Man forces answers, as well as the fact that we are getting significant draw. Oh, as well as Vengeance is nice as well, actually. So the fact that we've got a Vengeance is nice. But I said, like, the Crumble move. The Crumble move is kind of what we want to go for the Endure. So I guess I kind of want to build a bot. We could go with him, we're getting rid of this. Sod it. Go, getting rid of that. The more draw we do, the better, I guess, because we are well past perfection. We just need to find perfection now. We want to keep the mana for the Crumble. I feel like we go with the attack here. Go with the attack here, because I still want to keep things back to be able to at least use to be able to stop Zed. I mean, he could have another Swiftfoot, but if he's got another Swiftfoot, we can rebuild. Yeah, again, we can rebuild the board. So that's kind of like the least of our worries. It's the Endure where the problem comes in. But as I said, we've got, there it is. So we go with a Crumble move, Crumble off of this to try and kill you. Yeah, again, potentially deny, but as I said, the more denies we can get out, because we also do have a Vengeance. I mean, we've got so many different ways here. It just depends on which one we need. So if this doesn't kill the Endure, then we have a Vengeance to potentially kill the Endure, or we could kill like a Z. Like, we got so many different things depending on where we go here. So another recall. God, the recalls are going. I mean, we could Vengeance. We could Vengeance. But I guess I kind of want to wait and see right now. Potentially, you're going to be my problem. I can see potentially down the line. So I mean, potentially we can kill Zed here, which is not too bad. At least that's one. Yeah, again, so that's 2 Zeds down, by the way. That's 2 Zeds down. We just have to kill all the other swines. Right, okay, so there's that. Throw this bot out just because I can. That's the level up as well, which is very nice. This is looking like it's not the best, but we've got ways. We've got. Ooh, what are you gonna be? Is it gonna be? Okay, so that's the last Zed as well. That is his last Zed. We've kind of got to go for draw. We've kind of got to go all out on draw right now. So let's face it, unearned passage is not really going to do much for us. So we might as well get rid of that and get rid of him. We're after our perfection. We're after perfection. We could. That does give us a draw, I guess. Just everywhere, we're not finding it. I guess we throw you out as well then, because there's no reason not to throw you out. Okay, we need to be careful now, because the denies. So how many cards we even got left? Okay, right. So potentially just throwing that out. I don't think that. Do we still get the dinosaur? I think that we might have too many cards for Dino, but yeah, we've got too many cards. How have we not? How 9 cards left? How have we not? By the way, there's 2 copies of Perfection in the deck. There's 2 copies, and we're honestly not finding it. What has happened here? What is happening? I'm going to go with this attack forward because we want to be forcing resource out of our opponent. But honestly, what is happening? Where the hell is my Perfection? There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them in the deck. Yeah, no, we just let that happen. We let that happen. Technically, I guess we could say... Actually, no, but that's still going to trade off anyway. We let these trade-offs happen, because honestly, I don't mind them. He could have another Swift Foot, as I say, in the hand, but we've got enough spells that we can still manage to make a board. The main thing, obviously, is his Endure, but we do have a Vengeance for it, if needed, and we do also have Ruination, yet again, if needed. So potentially Black Spear here. Potentially Black Spear. Because we can use Black Spear actually into Vile. So we've also got a Gotcha as well if we were to go down that route. I'd rather save the Gotcha because it does more damage. So I guess we throw the bot out. There's the Endure. So he wants to go for an open. He wants to go for an open, right? Which, to be fair, makes sense. Okay. We need something else. I feel like we're gonna need something else to help us get through this. But he's got less resources. Well, don't worry. Hey, Velvet Mambo, how are you doing? Hope you're good. I mean, how are we just getting all the Heimers? Where the hell's our by the way, this is super Perfection deck. Where the hell's Perfection when you need it? Right, I'm gonna throw that in front of there, and I'm actually gonna throw a Vengeance because yet again we want to be trying to force out his denies. So let's do that. Let's do that firstly. But honestly, Perfection! There's 8 cards left in the deck. Where are you? I mean, that's a really good move. That's a really good move because obviously it gets it back in there. So he gets to keep that back in hand. It obviously dies this turn. But yeah, no, that's a really good move. But yeah, sadly, it's okay. It's those stats were a little bit scary, weren't they? But those stats were not the stats that you want to see. So why did the up one have 30 by 30? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay, don't worry. We'll totally find a way round, right? Right? I mean, we could actually fade in memory. I mean, how many things have died on our side? How many things have died? I mean, we might as well go for the open attack, right? He's got the summon effect. Well, oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, he's got the effect of being summoned as well, so it gets added on top of. But well met, thank you for becoming a Lanner. Gun Guy and Take. I've definitely said that name wrong, but thank you so much. So Gun Guy Intake. Thank you so much for becoming a Lanner. But yes, no, okay, it's fine. I mean, the smart move is to go for an open attack. The smarter move and the definitely move we're making is going for an open attack. Because the fact that, look, 7 cards cards! 7 cards! Where the hell's perfection? Where the hell's perfection here? In all honesty! What has happened? What has happened? Oh, he's still alive! He's still alive! Okay. I mean, maybe we should have gone forward with Heimer as well. We should have gone forward with Heimer as well, so that is a misplay on my part. But, my God, where the hell is the perfection hiding? Because perfection is all we're after, and yet still, it hide. So, I mean, I guess the Ruination move. Do we go with the Ruination move because of the fact that he could have another go, like he could have, but I mean if he's got that and if he's just got another Endure in hand, then we're in troubles anyway, right? Because I basically want this to be dying, but then again he's had so many recalls and so many things. Urination is that? I guess we go with Ruination. I feel like maybe this is not the best move, but it's the move that I kind of feel like I have to make here. He could still have another deny. It is always important to remember that he could have deny. We could also throw Trail of Evidence so that we could get at least a bot on the board, if nothing else. Sod it. We're doing this move. We're doing this move. It feels bad, but I'm doing this move because anything which he can get that back with becomes problematic. So if he's got the go hard move, he uses it now, right? Yep, or we'll go get move. So he's using that again. Which again, it is devastating. But I'd rather like not have that on the attack move right now. I mean, obviously, so not have that when he's doing that on the attack move, so that goes up to a 30 odd. I mean, it's still on 20. I mean, we're still in. We're not in the best place, right? Okay, we can still. We can dance if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Because our friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Right. There we go. I mean, we lost a bit of connection there. I mean, this is definitely... Where the hell's perfection? Okay, come on. Just give me perfection. Just give me perfection. What move does he do here? Does he just go for an... Okay. So he wants to go big. He wants to go... Well, we still have not top deck perfection, by the way. I think... So, you want a big Endure, man, you say? I mean, we should have done that on we should have done that on our attack move. We should have done that on our attack move. I mean, this is going to die anyway, so sod it. Kill it, right? You say you want big man. I shall show you big man. Okay. Right. This, how is this becoming, this game is giving me anxiety. Where, come on. There's 2 of them in the deck. Where the hell's perfection? Not gonna lie, where the hell's perfection right now? This seems like the most stupid plan. But we're going for it. Sod it. You know what? This is what's happening right now. This is what I've become. Right. If he's got deny in hand right now. I mean, the smart man move would be to do that. The smart man move would be just to go with the elusive submarine. But my heart wants to go for this move. He's got 2 cards in hand. So much for me wants to do, like, the smart man move tells me go this and then does 5 damage. But my heart, believe in the heart of the cards, Yugi, and then he uses deny. Oh shit, Yugi. Okay, come on, perfection. Let perfection happen. Come on, yes, go for perfection. This is what the whole we've been waiting for it for so long. Oof. The funny thing is, it doesn't 100% matter because he can do that. He can do that, and we get the other one anyway. This is fine. You can do all this you want. It matters not in the grand scheme of things, my friend. For we throw the other one out. Yes, everything works out in the end. GG. Oh my god, that match. GG. What a match. GG. And we got the shark. I completely forgot about the chariot shark. I mean, to be fair, Deny was a thing there. Deny could have stopped everything along those paths. Let's just remember. Let's take a moment to remember. This could have all gone 100% wrong. That's from something, but my mind can't picture what that's from. Like in terms of Solomon. Oh, my mind is so Kench. Okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, but I'm going to keep this for the potential of vengeance or ruination. So I'm actually going to keep that because I feel we could get. No, I know that, which like, you know, like Solomon's from the Bible, as in like you know, that kind of thing. But I mean, there's something I remember seeing, like that kind of expression, something Solomon, like how you do it, like what. I feel like I've seen that in a film. That's what I'm talking about. Not like, you know, I know it's obviously a Bible reference, but it's misspelled. So it's like, you know, so was it Solomon. That feels, something's clicking in my brain that I remember that from a film, or I remember that from something along those lines, but my mind's not clicking all the parts together. So the thing is that I don't really want to be doing damage to him. I don't really want to be doing damage to him at all. Though I guess, okay, fine. We do this move so I can at least defend there, because he can't use Power Cascade or Heal or Guiding Touch. So this at least means that I can, like, if he were to go for a defense, like or attack, I can at least defend. So we go with that. What is that? Oh my god, that's really gonna ruin my mind. That's gonna tinkle on in my mind for a long time until I remember Solomon. Oh, what's that from? It's from something, and it will eventually. My mind. Borat. No, it's not Borat, because like Borat is wow wow wee wah. Like Borat is more like, okay, it's nice. What you get? Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Ooh, not what I need, but you know, but it's like very nice, very nice.
Where does your path lead, Ely?
That's more like the kind of Borat voice. I didn't really want to go. I mean, I guess I could have gone for an attack forward, but anything I would have attacked, it would have meant hit, because I couldn't kill this. Nothing could have been killed, and he would have just gone forward with the Soraka and healed them next turn. So I kind of want to try to be denying that as much as possible. Kench potentially drops this turn. If Kench drops this turn, actually, a Vengeance is like my best way of removing him. So because he can't use Bastion. But no, it's definitely from something. At one point, you know what it's going to be? I'm going to remember it. I'm going to remember it like after stream, like in like, I'm going to remember it like to an insane degree. I mean, he can obviously get like the perfect trades off here if he really wants to. Yeah, because then, yep. So nice trades on his part. We could go for the Vengeance on top of Soraka. But kind of, I mean, we could go for it, because technically she does become draw mechanic after a while, and that's his main source of heal at the moment, because he's not. I actually kind of want to see what he does. So I actually leave this, and then I see whether or not, if he drops the landmark, then I kill her. If he doesn't drop the landmark, then I keep the vengeance. I keep the vengeance back, because I kind of would prefer Kench to be the man who gets vengeanced, but as I said, it depends on what they drop. So if landmark drops, as I said, I feel more that. If landmark doesn't drop, then because technically landmark is going to be leveling her. Potentially, maybe I shouldn't have put the Jerry forward. I don't know why I wanted to defend that for widget 4. Okay, that's the way that we're playing, is it? So I'm force damaging over here, because that's the kind of one who I need to kind of kill. So even at max HP, so he has to basically put a Bastion or a thing. But if I can force Bastion on something which is not a champion, then I'd prefer to be doing that way. It's perfectly fine. I've still got... Actually, no, I don't have the mana for the Vengeance anymore. But I've still got other moves that I can go around with. Potentially, do we see Kench? Yeah, there we go. There's the Kench move. So you're a 5/5, aren't you? You're a 5/5. Potentially... having you out might be interesting, because anything else I play he can just eat really easily. So my mind is saying throw the 5/5 out because it's less. It's not as edible as the rest of the things that I could potentially throw out this turn. Admittedly, it now means that like I don't have the mana. I don't have the mana for like a vengeance again. But he's a slightly more tricky treat to eat.
I'm sure there's something for
Okay, all I need to do is hope that I can top deck. So if we go for Trail of Evidence, see what we get off of that. That's not what I was looking for. I mean, discarding this just gives him another target on the board, I guess. Go with that. Get rid of these ones. I'm looking just for something targety. I mean, that would have been lovely in the turn before, like, you know, like if he couldn't heal, because obviously he'd be taking the damage, and then obviously he's healing immediately from the thing. So this would have been lovely if it had cost less. So he's already done the eat move this turn. So I guess we go with like building a slight bit of defense. But yeah, no. So you're not going to do any damage anyway, so things. I kind of want to kill that, but I can't kill that. Sorry, we'll take the rest of that damage. It's fine. We could have traded here because technically he's going to eat him next turn. So actually, I should have done the trade there. The trade on top of Kench was actually a smart move. Sadly, I did not do it. So let's have a little look here. There's definitely been misplays galore right now. There's definitely been misplays galore. But sod it, let's go. Gonna go with an open. Gonna go with an open because I want to be forcing out some resource. So there we go. The Undying. So potentially we see a Bastion move. I really wish I had Ruination in hand as well. If I had Ruination in hand, I'd feel a lot more happy about this move. Because obviously Bastion's really easy for him just to throw on the board. There we go. Okay. So we are a Bastion down. If only I had Unspeakable Horror. If only I had Unspeakable Horror or Vile right now. Just so I could have procced the Spell Shield. But it's still more cards to play. I guess I've got to go with the Flash. I've got to go with the Flash to see whether or not I can find something here that's going to honestly help me. Let's be honest, it's not good. I mean, we do have Glimpse. I mean, if we were to even throw the Undying out, we could make it so he's not going to eat it. Okay. So, my best move is Flash, see what I get. That's definitely not what I was after. Ruination or Vengeance was what I was after. I could use this for the heals, but then it gives him more chance of heals, or if he throws down the landmark, it becomes problematic. So we go down to 9. I'm not gonna lie, we're not in the best place. We're not in the best place, but we'll find a way. If Jurassic Park has taught me anything, life finds a way. Ah, the Bastion again. I mean, we've got Whale, so we can actually proc that. But life always finds a way. So we could throw that down. But either way, we're going to be going down that health anyway. We throw the Undying out. If he tries to eat the Undying, we've got a Glimpse. So I guess we kind of got to go for the Glimpse anyway, right? I could have waited, but he could have just passed the turn, and draw is more important for me right now. Because if I can draw Ruination and something that can proc this, of course. To be fair, I don't mind him not coming back. Him not coming back means it's another target he can't eat. My deck is not based around it. Okay, right. So we can proc the Spell Shield. We can proc the Spell Shield. Which is something. I kind of want to get that done this turn so I can... It's being mana efficient so that I still go into the next turn with 3 mana. And we kind of want Ruination. Ruination, come on, top deck Ruination. If we do that, that might be the turning point. It probably won't be because we're still on 6 health, which means that he can play any number of things that could kill us. But Ruination makes us feel slightly better about ourselves. Okay, we don't get. That's going to be draw, but it's a very heavy cost for draw. It is something which will do damage to Kench. Throw you out. I'm honestly trying to think what my best move is here. Actually, potentially throw you out, going into this, and hope we can find an obliterate off the priestess. I feel like that's still a good move. So go with that. Go with priestess. Hope that we can find something which obliterates, and then go for the kill. I feel like that's my plan. It's not the best plan. It's not the best plan, but it feels like it's a plan. At the end of the day, a plan is better than the fact that we've got nothing right now. Sadly, our plans did not go to plan. I guess we can force down his health a little bit more with that. Which admittedly is meaningless because he seems to be just healing to an unbelievable degree. Okay. Potentially we should have taken the sisters. We should have taken the sisters to heal ourselves up a bit. Not that we could have played them this turn, but it's fine. Okay, so Vile means that we could get... Okay, so we could use you so that we can try to get rid of the Codger, potentially. We know that he's got a... Actually, okay, so we can get rid of this Codger, I guess. The less things he has on the board, it becomes nicer for us, but obviously... He's got so many different trade-ups and so many different things that he can do. So we can go with that gives us a little tiny bit more health. Trade off here. He says, well then he didn't. I mean, there you go, there's the level up. There's the level up that we literally can do nothing about. The only thing I could do is I could use on your unearned passage. I could use unearned passage just to kill the Codger. So I could kill his Codger with unearned passage. Not that really does anything for me in the grand scheme of things. But for banter's sake. So we could use this just to get rid of the Codger. Just because we basically need to be having things that are going to trade. We need to be like trading on board to be able to protect the little tiny bit of health that we have. That's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. But yeah, no, we're gonna go with that just so that we can get rid of the Codger. The unexpected get rid of Codger move. And then we throw Vile out just because there's literally no downside to throwing Vile out right now for us. If we can spread the damage and then also spread how many things we've got on the board, that's all we've got. Don't get me wrong. This is not going to go well for us, and there's definitely so many different ways that we die. He's used a lot of bastions. He has used a lot of he's used 2 bastions, right? So potentially he can still save. I mean, Kench is my main problem, right? If he uses a bastion there, right? So
I know your true heart.
we can. I mean, I feel like this is the move we've got to go for, right? Is this gonna be the turning point? I mean, it's definitely not gonna be the turning point, but is this gonna be the turning point in this game? I mean, if it is, oh my god! If this ends up being, I mean, it's not, but if this ends up being the turning point, it'd be hilarious. Oh, there's the Star Spring. Okay, I mean that's played monumentously too late. I mean, obviously, yeah, no, he's still got ways around it. But the fact that we've now managed to wipe that board and potentially find hope. We are so close to perfection as well. We are so close to perfection. We can make this work, people. We can make this work. We can make it better than he was before. But I mean, obviously, yeah, that's not really helping us. But we can make it better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. Okay, we gotta go with the attack here. If this ends up being like a way that we get back into this game, if we somehow beat beyond all reason, get back into this game now and perfection our way to victory. My God, it could happen. We're one away from perfection. We could do this. We can do this. I believe. I mean, technically, I should have probably used whale beforehand so that we could have made sure that this was not a problem for Heimer. But I guess we can still use whale, and it doesn't really kill him, but it gets us a 5 cost. Yeah, the whale is meaningless now. The whale is meaningless.
I'm not afraid. Just a wee bit late.
I mean, the whale has become slightly meaningful again, unless he can block this one as well. But yes, don't worry. We can find ways! Power Cascade. I mean, it's forcing resource. It's forcing resource. Don't worry. We can totally do this. I actually now believe. I stopped believing for a while, but I believe again. My God, we got this.
Be at peace.
I believe. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't try to go for Heimer. Okay, right. Heimer gets killed here, right? Heimer gets killed there. That's the way that this makes sense. Okay. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Wait. Okay. It's fine. So that trades off perfectly. I honestly wish that we had more so that I could have gone with this onto this. So at times I could still get a mushroom cloud so that I can still get another bot, I guess. I mean, obviously, like, you know, things would have been dying. We could have used this, but we could have never have killed this. This is already going to die here, and we couldn't have killed that. So literally, the spear was not really doing anything for us. If we can draw perfection. If we can draw perfection, come on. We've got to believe. We've got to start believing in the heart of the cards, people. We forgot about our belief, but we can have it again. Belief returns. Come on. Perfection. Perfection. Come to me. Come on, he's getting that up. He's getting. Oh, come on. Come to me, perfection. Come to me. That's still not perfection, but we can still. Right, we can still throw this attack forward. And then if he goes off of that on there, we do still have obviously. Oh, crap. Wrong one. Okay. We can use glimpse. We can use glimpse to at least deny the damage going in. All we can do is if we can stop damage from going. I mean, we might be able to find ways. All he's getting is all of these things, which are useless if no damage is done. Obviously, he can force damage out, but we can still find ways. Don't worry, people. I believe. Perfection. Perfection's coming for us. Come on, perfection. Come on. Believe in perfection, people. Believe. It's all we have left right now is the belief that perfection will come for us. Come to me, perfection. Come to me. Come on. Do. Right, so he can force that out, and he can technically force that on top of there. Okay, he's not going to do the other forcing. I mean, this dies, leaving us. I mean, we could go for using that, but I feel like I'd rather have Heimer on the board if I was going to do a move like that. So throw Heimer on the board. This has gone, this is weird, but we might be able to find ways. Okay, I can stop that heal, so I can stop him from healing and change it into but a mere tiny bot man. So we're changing him into a tiny bot so we can stop him from healing his core. Don't worry, we'll find ways. I believe. Oh my God! Oh, the elusive. I mean, we might even just be able to win for elusiveness. I mean, obviously, the way that we want to win is through perfection. So as you can see, a lot of fun was had there of this deck. I do still think there might be a bit of tweaking potentially, but I do actually like the way that it functions at this moment in time. But potentially a lot of tweaking. But that is a really fun combo that you can get off at the end there, and just perfection. I love perfection deck. Gomez loves the perfection deck. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. If there's any changes that you would personally make, yet again, please let me know down in those comments. As well as the fact that obviously I said if you haven't hit that that subscribe button already and you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, then why the hell not? But thank you so much. If you want to head over to Twitch, as I said, and catch the action live, you can do, and we can have good times over there as well. But anyway, all that's left to be said is thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and until next time, bye! I said don't you do it! Okay. Is there literally anything that I could draw or that I could get from Flash of Brilliance that could save me? Save me! That doesn't save me! Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.